Hey guys, looks like there might be a coolant spill up the top of the track there, or up the middle. Yeah, you
Apparently
can see.
someone's lost a Welsh plug.
Yeah, so hopefully we can sort that out as soon as possible.
Yeah, correction for that, guys. Sorry, it was actually an oil spill, not coolant. So we're getting the ute down to come and clean it up and start the whole process.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we said, looks like we do have an down on the track. I'm up here, just joined up downstairs with Matt and Michelle. We're just having a quick look at the entries list. And guys, it looks like we might have a lot of interesting cars tonight. Bit of variety. As I said, we have got the Mr. RHM himself in the house. And Tony in the purple Lambo. I'm guessing they might be the top two favourites, guys. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think they're the two biggest cars here. We've got Mact as well, who's out there, and that's looking like a very serious competitor as well.
Yeah, so as I said, some tough cars. There's a lot of different reactions in the cars to the prep. I guess they're not used to going from a racetrack to a drag strip,
No.
so
Yeah,
it's actually providing some great variety.
yeah,
It's giving the rear-wheel drive guys a chance. For
yeah,
once.
100%.
Compared to the, on the Eastern Creek Straight anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some American muscle playing too, a little bit of it,
Got a bit of
and the Aussie
everything.
muscle as
We've
well.
got supercars, we've got GT2 RS here, we've got Audi R8s, we've got
Yeah.
Lambos, and you've got, Volkswagen Golfs here as well competing. So
Yeah, yeah,
there's so many different kinds, you've got all sorts. Jap, Euro, Aussie, American as well, like you said.
yeah.
Well, so speaking of the Euro section, we have our Sydney Euro Mo Festival coming up on the 20th of June. So some of those vehicles might be entered on that. That might be something to look forward to. I'm going to just see our officials up there at the end of the track doing a quick inspection. Looks like it's from half track onwards. So unfortunately, there is a vehicle with a couple of litres less oil than it had at the beginning. Never a good thing, guys.
No. What
Hopefully-
car was it? What? Do you
I-
remember which car actually did it?
Unfortunately, I missed seeing it, unfortunately.
Probably wouldn't have happened if it had a 2J in it.
Once again, guys, if you're watching from home, hello. We're on our Sydney Dragway YouTube and the KOTS Australia Facebook page. You can see a couple of regulars here on our YouTube channel. So hello to you all. As I said, we've moved up eliminations a little bit early just to try and give people a bit more of a go. So the practice was cut short due to the putting down the rice soil earlier. So we want to try and catch up some time here by going straight into eliminations tonight. Just having a look down here in the staging lanes. There's a beautiful yellow BMW here, a VF, a Golf. Bit of variety, obviously, guys. A Datto with a rotary in it. Twin turbo Commodore Ute. Mr. RHM himself with the green underglow. A C8 Corvette. Yeah, massive variety tonight. It's really awesome to see a good variety of cars turning up. So, Michelle, what's your favourite car you've seen tonight so far? Is there any pics you've caught your eye?
I personally like the Datto 1600. It's got the parachute on the back and a rotary in it. That thing absolutely hauls.
You know it's got a parachute, serious business.
Yeah, exactly. Too bad they can't use it.
As I said, by the time they get down the return road and come back, it's probably they end up losing a run or two. So, as I said, we do have a really good runoff area here. As I said, it is a short run for raw racing. So,
Yeah. I think that one, as well as the old Tiranas that are here, the two Alex Tiranas.
the blue one,
There's a blue
yeah,
and a silver one.
I have noticed the blue one. So
They're
they're meticulously well looked after. You can tell they're in pristine condition. As I say, that we've got our Rysol ute just heading up the track now to lay some Rysol. So for those at home that don't know what Rysol is, it's basically the same as the layman term of kitty litter. So it soaks up all the oil and then we sweep it up afterwards to make sure there's no residue remaining on the track.
Yeah, and well, my favourite of these cars is, it's a little bit biased. I am a Supra owner, so I'm looking at that white Supra there, thinking...
What Supra do you
come
own,
on,
Matthew?
man.
What do you got?
Of course, I have a Mark IV Supra.
Mark IV
It is,
Supra?
all sticking up there. It's in the show and shine at the moment.
Okay.
And that lives on everything from circuit rolls.
Is that the white and red
drags,
one?
White, red, black.
Yeah, I
Yakuza
saw that.
Motorsports down
Yeah.
the side of it.
Don't forget, guys, Show and Shine is available tonight. We do have it down in the spectator area. Down in the pit area. And also, if you guys are a bit hungry, now is the perfect time to grab some food. We do have our food vendors on both sides of the track tonight. So while we've got a bit of downtime, perfect opportunity to grab a feed, grab a drink. I believe we've also got some vendors downstairs, guys.
Yep.
We've got quite a few food ones. We've got pizzas, burgers, acai, coffee beans, everything's here.
Mm.
You're look, not yell at it, but just
Oh, sorry, no, I did.
talk like you.
I moved it.
No, you're good. So, yeah, so we had a couple of burnout cars here earlier, so they were putting on a good display. So I'm pretty sure there was a BMW out there. Was I, my eyes deceiving me, or was it a BMW doing a burnout before?
Not that I saw. I only saw 3 Holdens. I didn't see any BMWs.
I swore there was a black BMW.
We might have been down the back when that was happening anyway. You've been up here the whole time.
Yeah, I've been up here helping you guys, pushing some buttons.
Yeah.
So,
Getting all the camera action.
yep.
Getting all the mad views. For
Trying
you
to
guys at home
capture it all while my fingers are trying to keep up. So it looks like we've just started putting down the Lysol now. As you can see, the cream-coloured texture on the track. Looks like a couple of people there taking advantage of going to grab some food. As I said, perfect opportunity now, so we don't miss any action from the eliminations coming up shortly.
Just responding to some of the comments on the YouTube live stream. Yes, we are running the live stream a bit later just because we didn't think people would be too interested in watching every single car go past. We know everyone is here to just see the big heavy hitters come out to the elimination. This is when all the fun actually begins. And on that note, the winner of tonight wins $1,000 and the runner-up gets $1,500 And then we also have a $500 bonus prize for the highest finishing rear-wheel drive tonight as well. So there is some money on the line.
That sounds like some pretty good prizes there, Michelle. I'm half tempted to go park my car and come out here and do it myself.
Depends. What sort of car have you got?
I've got an RSQ3. Nothing too crazy. It's only
That's not bad.
yeah, it's just under 500, so nothing. We're not talking 2,000 something horsepower like Mr. Tony has, but
Yeah.
definitely gets the groceries very quick.
Yo. Yo.
Just had some words, some special guests are coming up in the commentary box. Have a chat. Some awesome events coming up in the future here at Sydney Dragway. So we're going to get some of the promoters of those events to come up, have a quick chat. Ladies and gentlemen, upstairs we've been joined by the one and the only Andrew Hawkins, the promoter of our GDR festival. Andrew, how are you?
I am fantastic. Why? I'm fantastic because we're racing tonight.
That's it.
And that's what it's all about. I've been for a passenger ride already to make sure I can get my fear on. I went with Mick Mansour from Motorsports Mechanical in a new car.
You survived.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, no, he's actually a pretty good driver. It's in that 32 number plates Herc, 3.2 stroker, Nitto, sequential, PPG gearbox in it, 1,300 horsepower.
All the bells and whistles.
Yeah, he just wants to race Marlon. For some reason, he's just got it in for him.
Right.
I don't know if anyone's going to beat Marlon with the power and mile an hour that he's running tonight.
Yeah.
And I've teased Marlon for a very long time, but tonight I said I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him. That car is flying.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Awesome. So, mate, on our big screen, we've got GDR Festival, 23rd, 24th of May at Sydney Dragway. You got any big cars? What any nice? What's happening?
Mate, everything is happening at that event. For those that didn't see the announcement, we've actually teamed up with Romano Smykel and the guys from KOTS. They're going to be running this event inside GDR Festival on the Friday night.
Wonderful.
So what that means is you get the best of this event, the best of our event all together. So
show and shine,
what are we adding to it? We're going to have obviously Traders Alley, Show and Shine open on the Friday night. We're going to have fireworks Friday night. We've got Drifters versus Burnouts exhibition as well.
Nice.
A whole bunch of other entertainment, DJ down the start line, the whole lot. So it's like a special guest from overseas will be here. I've got a couple of big YouTubers to announce that I can't quite yet that are, yeah, they're big. They're big.
Might have a throttle pedal.
Bigger than them.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we got some big names coming. So I'm pretty excited. Obviously, Sydney has the fastest GDRs in the world, so it's pretty easy to say I've got the fastest GDRs in the world coming. So we have one from New Zealand as well, James Wilden. He's actually the quickest True Street GDR in New Zealand.
Wow.
He's put a new billet block and a pro mod on it, so he wants to come and party and be a 7-second manual car here in Australia. So he's super excited. B2R are going to help him out with that, so that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
So, there's a lot going on, and I forget how much is happening now with the event. So,
I suppose when you go aboard, so you've just come back from Dubai.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's interesting because you have a standard of a GTR where you go, oh, this much power, this mod. But you go to another country and you go, your eyes just open up to something totally different.
Your eyes open up to different styles more than anything. But I will say this, the quality of the Australian builds, even specifically Sydney, they're on another level. And I don't care what anyone says, no one builds a Skyline GDR like we do here.
Yeah.
There are some good ones around. I will never take that away from them. But the quality of the engineering, the quality of the build, like we have show-level engine bays in cars that make from 1,000 to 2,000 and back it up.
Yeah.
While you'll see a car with a show engine bay in another country, it doesn't run. But there's something wrong with Aussies. We need to have the best looking stuff. Yeah. As well as the fastest
We're in the
stuff.
top 90% of the world, but we still want to do that 10%.
It's amazing. And a lot of the rest of the world really does look up to what we do with Skyline GDRs and respect what we do. Mm-hmm. But I like seeing different styles wherever I go and then sharing those styles between the countries. So for those that don't know, obviously, GTR Festival Australia, we've done US, which is now doing every year. We're doing New Zealand this year in conjunction with the guy that already ran it. So we've joined forces for New Zealand.
Oh, wonderful.
And I will be announcing at least one more international event for next year. I've already just about finished that deal. We'll be announcing that at the Australian event. There's even a possibility by the time we get to May 23, 24, we'll be announcing 2 international events for next year and working on a third.
Awesome.
Which could bring the total to, well, there's a minimum 4 next year. Hopefully within the next 2 years of that, we're up to 6. So,
the United States one, that was very successful.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, really good. And what I love is the GTR community everywhere is so just open and welcoming. Just everyone wants it. It's not being forced. It's actually it's everywhere we go, they want it to happen. They're very supportive, help make it happen. Just like we've had the support here from everyone here, the workshops, the sponsors, parts manufacturers, the crew, everyone here. Everyone just wants it to happen. And that's really all I want. I just want to hang out with other GDR people and have fun.
Yeah,
and
the community.
that's all I need. So, looking forward to it.
Yeah, Andrew, you mentioned the True Street GDR. At what point does it become, or can you define what you mean by True Street for that one particular car?
Yes, I can. We actually have a rule set for it. So I decided when I started GTR Challenge at Cootamundra to have rules. And that's just so that it didn't... I know what we're like here. We spiral out of control. If you say to everyone, oh, yeah, it's about this, it will spiral. We can't help it. Aussies just, especially Western Sydney, we have to just... It's World War III, right? Like when you're trying to be the quickest. So I come up with a set of rules for True Street. Number one priority is they still have to be a complete intact monocoque. Now, True Street has an interior. It has a complete body and complete monocoque, so you can't have a clamshell, that stuff. There has to be an exhaust out the back. What happens underneath? Whatever. It has to still be on ethanol-based fuel, not methanol, ethanol-based fuel.
Yeah.
And it has to run on a drag radial. We also don't let them go to a pro radial because that's sort of not really a street tyre. It's like, even though it's a radial, it's sort of not. And then we had Pro Street for like, King 32, Jun 2, Punisher, etc. The guys that were on methanol with the Pro Radial tyre. Now we've got a category in the middle called Super Street RH9, which is like a true street car that just decides to put methanol for the weekend. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay.
So the rules are the same as True Street, except they're allowed methanol and a side pipe. So you got True Street RH9, which most of the cars are. You go into Super Street, then Pro Street, and we may even be having our first Outlaw GTR this year, which is just like all we care is it's RB and all-wheel drive. And then you got obviously Pro Mods, which are just, full-blown tube frame race cars. So they're not really cars as per se, like they're a race car, so we don't essentially treat them as a GTR. GTR's got to be all-wheel drive. So we've written those rules out. They're all on the GTR Festival website. They've finessed a little bit over the years, but to be honest, they've actually stayed pretty much the same for a long time. But I think what that's done, it's pushed. Have you noticed in Sydney, they've just pushed the envelope with cars that legitimately are street cars?
Yeah,
well, if you don't have those rules, like a lot of events in America, those cars would have evolved into, let's strip the interior, let's do this, and all they would have cared about is the time and not focused on setup and making it work as a street car.
Yeah.
But those rules have helped finesse, I guess, that type of car. And what that does is that the development of those cars genuinely passes down into every other customer. So if when the workshops first got to 1,000 reliably, every street car got to benefit from that on 600-700. And as that level goes up, have you noticed now 1,500's like, that's all right for a street car. 2,000's at the top end. While 10 years ago it was like 1,100 was the top end and 600 was a big street car.
Yeah.
We've just moved it up. So so I have kept on top of making sure that we actually have a rule set. It isn't just a made up record or made up thing on the day. That rule system has actually been in place for a while.
Well, someone had to make up a rule system or kind of give these cars different categories because there's so many different levels that these people are at.
And it's just the nature of competition. F1 has rules for a reason, and that is you push to the envelope of them, but if you just let them go, we already know what happens, right? Like it gets out of control, and you need something. And I think every other country in the world actually is like shocked when they see King 32, Jun 2, and that have an interior, and they're like, "What is wrong with you Aussies?
Yeah,
why have you got an interior? Why have you got a radial? Why has it still got a bonnet that opens normally? Like, where's the nose clip and where's the live rear end?" And so I'm glad that Australia has kind of stuck to like building cars like that. I think it's really helped with our car scene. And like if you look at the drag racing scene here in that kind of like pro street style of like car, you got Jun that's gone 637, but how's Matuk, like bipolar, Asaf's car's gone 631. Like that is just, I don't think people understand that a rear-wheel drive IRS full-bodied car can do that. I mean,
hard to comprehend.
It's just, even I still struggle to get my head around the idea of that. And the Americans, it's almost, they don't believe me. They go, "You mean 731? I go, no. So you end up having these conversations with Americans where they spin out. And then they're not even used to 8-second GTRs, let alone 6. So but that's the good thing about those rule sets developed, and the rule set's still there at the track for GTR Festival, and then of course at GTR Festival we still have like open lanes for anyone to run their car. So it's like I'm trying to foster that. If you got a car, run it. Just have fun.
Yeah, 100%.
You don't have to try and win everything. I say that with a really stupid look on my face in Western Sydney, but
in the States they're still focusing on the 2J, hey? And the RB's so close.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
What is it, 0.2 off the record?
Well, yeah, you can see what we're doing here now. So at the moment, the RB world record is what's the name? He's 567, and the outright import record is 554. Yeah. So it's like 13 thousandths or whatever it is. Like it's getting close.
It's close.
But yeah, you'd be shocked how much that is. Like, because I've watched these guys battle for so long and watched the increments, and it's, it takes it's a long time. And one big thing that happened in the US is George Dodworth from T1 Race Development ran a 640 in an R35 GTR, and he's closing that gap to outright GTR world record. I can say this now, it was meant to be secret, but we had originally planned to bring George Dodworth's Night Fury to Australia, but it had a fire at TX2K. No, it just wasn't going to happen. Like it's we tried. The guys had a look at it. It was assessed. Could it get ready in time? And trying to make the boat. There's delays in ports.
Yeah.
It was never going to make it, so we're planning that for next year. So
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So
Good
yeah,
to see.
always planning something. Trust me.
Yeah. I wonder when if the RB will take that record, if the 2J guys are going to push that a little bit harder again.
Herman, you listening? Herman? Herman, you out there, buddy?
Where is Herman?
I can't see your shorts from here. Normally I can see them from space.
Oh, yeah, you can't miss them, eh?
Herman says that it will happen, and the 3 people that have any chance of making it happen, which is obviously, Matuk's Racing with guys from Max Civil, Murad and Anthony. Like, if anyone's going to make it happen, it's either going to be them or Robert Margin and Con from CID. Like, it's going to be them, right? Like, and have you asked those people, will it happen? If they say it will happen, then I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. Yeah.
Say, come on, let's go.
Look, I will say this: when you start getting down into like the 560s, trying to go that 550, me personally, my opinion is it's probably going to need to happen at somewhere like World Cup, and that's got to do with air density. That's the best prepped event in the world every year. Everyone knows that, but the air density is less than like 0 feet, right? It's the best air density of any drag event on the planet. Now, it's one thing to go 560s in normal air density, but to go that 550, that might be what it takes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's what it will take. I'm just saying that could be what is the better chance of it happening, and then go from there.
About that earlier. He was actually saying the exact same thing.
It is true. Like, it's very, very true. And it's not that it's impossible without the air density. It's just, I'm not going to swear, but it's really freaking hard. But I will say this, like, even anyone that's run a 5 in an RB is already doing, like, doing God's work, mate. Like, it's hard. It's hard. And you saw the guys from Matuk's Racing and Max Civil just come back from the US. Like, to get that car over, like, to do what they did, where they rocked up, got it wide, got it running, just even get it running and do a pass.
I just watched that video.
In less than 2 weeks is incredible stuff.
Yeah.
I know Robert Margin's still pushing with Zeus, and they're building another car. So there's going to be a Zeus 2.
Yeah, I heard they were building a car just for roll racing. Because I was talking to Con a while back.
Yeah. Yeah, they've got that too.
Are they close to finishing it?
Yeah, there's also another secret car in the build there. Like,
of course.
All secrets.
Oh, mate.
What is it?
Some of them I
It's all
get. You kind of have to,
and
some of them are secret for a reason, and some of them is just secret because your attitude is. I'd rather when it comes out, you see what happens, right? So
build the hype. It's good.
I know what I get to announce in the next month, and all I'll say is if you're excited about anything to do with GDR Festival now, you actually haven't even seen the big announcements yet. Like, there's some big ones coming, like big. So, yeah, I'm pretty pumped. Good. And to team up with the guys from KOTS here, like, obviously you can see tonight, first time, like, big crowd, great cars, awesome. Good support. Like, I'm excited to team up with these guys because it's, like, working together in the car scene it's not seen that often, but I'm glad that we've teamed up for this, and I think it's a good way to kind of have somewhat, like, have their series part of our event is a good way for us to sort of make sure it's done a certain way, and,
make the event better overall in general.
More the merrier.
I competed in GDR Festival last year for your event, and I'm really excited to see where it's going to go with both of you combining.
I think it's going to be great. I'm really excited about it. So, and just obviously going to be a lot to see and do at that event. So, and I've got to go to MotorX between now and then, build 2 cars for YouTubers to get unveiled at the event that I can't announce yet.
Yeah. Busy boy.
You're just
trying to build one of my own because one's in America, and we've got to go to Dubai one more time.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on. A lot. Herman's going to release 60 more products between now and GDR Festival. Herman, you don't know this yet, but I'm just letting you know. And just make sure the lockout shifter comes out after GDR Festival. Day before GDR Festival.
That was one of my questions I'm going to ask about PRP. About is there any specific product you're looking forward to, or something you've got currently running at the moment that you can't believe you live without? And
I'm looking forward to the lockout shifter, lockout shifter, Herman. A lockout shifter, just in case you didn't hear it. Just so Cardo can, Cardo can sleep at night. It's an inside joke, by the way. Actually, some people probably seen it. So, yeah, you've seen it. All right. If Cardo gets his lockout shifter, I get a free drink that night. So, I reckon.
Nice.
What else? There's obviously the main thing with PRP is the block and head development.
Yes.
For anyone, think about what a manufacturer spends on developing an engine, and whatever you think that is, times it by 100 in cost and 1,000 times by hours. They'll have 50 engines getting tested at once. So for essentially what is a small business in Australia to manufacture a block and a head is a huge undertaking.
No, 100%.
And I'm excited about it. I actually get asked every day. I released a video of putting a billet block in my GTR and what we had to go through to make that happen. And the first question I get asked every day is, why didn't you use PRP block? And the answer, quite simply, is it's a 2.6 block, and I've got a 30 setup.
Yep.
And secondly, it's not ready yet. So
there's going to be a market to produce that product for certain people. Like,
Correct.
if you've only got 20, 30 people that go, oh, I need a 30, well, it doesn't justify.
Well, I think what's going to happen now is a lot of people go for a 30, but when the PRP block can have a larger bore in it, it means you can make a 30 out of a 2.6 block, which means no spacing the subframe and redoing things. And like if you said to me for a street car, you crack your block and whatever, you want to go on RB30, I know how much work it is to switch to RB30 halfway through. Like if your build's already done and you're just switching 30, it's actually heaps of work.
Yeah.
But if someone said, oh, there's a 26 block that you can board a 90 millimeters and have an RB30 essentially capacity,
Where
I'd
do
go,
we sign?
why wouldn't you? Like,
Yeah. Well, all your videos are very detailed, so you've gone through exactly.
Yeah. Some people skim watch though, so they don't hear.
No, I'm not one of the ones that skim watches.
We've got a lot more videos coming though this year. Like it's. I will admit, like going to TX2K and being in America for 3 weeks, then in Dubai and stuff, a lot of back-end business work going on.
Yeah.
So some videos, maybe not as many as I'd like in the first part of this year, but there's still heaps to come. So
Yeah, good.
Having other GDR events in other countries, I said the TX2, in America, is there anything you've learnt from having festivals in other countries that you thought, oh, I should bring that back to Australia? Is there anything you've seen or...
Do you want the truth, where I sound like an arrogant prick, or do you want me to tell you what I should say?
We're all honesty here.
No, you're going to say
No.
what I say all the time.
I mean,
We're all the best.
little things. But
We
like,
are
if
the
you
best.
said to me, is there some fundamental thing you're like, oh, wow, what an eye-opener?
Yeah.
No, we've been developing GDR Festival here and listening to what people want and working with the track, working with sponsors, working with competitors to try and build this. People to understand it's not a race event for races by races, and they have their place. It's a festival, and the whole idea is to bring the most amount of eyeballs onto the GDR scene and have fun. And
Yeah.
so I guess little things in America I may have learned or overseas.
Yep.
But some things that work there might not work here. But but what we have done is we've taken a lot of Australian event culture there.
Yeah.
And I will say this. Take this how you will, good or bad at the start of it, but it'll make sense. Australians are a fussy customer. We actually we expect a good show, and we expect good entertainment, and we expect good race. Like, you know what I mean? Like we're actually a pretty fussy customer.
Yeah.
While some other countries will happily sit in the grandstand for an hour with nothing to do. And I'm like, don't you want to do something? Like I've got an entire car show, and I've got a kangaroo and kids rides, and I got drifting, and I got passenger. I got at a big festival event. I try to provide that. I'm not saying smaller stuff. I mean the big events. It's like in America they don't have to do it because it's like the customer hasn't demanded it. So when we went there and we had a kangaroo at the front gate and then kids rides, drift rides, had T-Pain drifting with Hurt and.
They've
Like
never
a
had
huge
someone push
Traders
into
Alley,
that.
and like someone pushed this festival idea
Yeah.
that was new to them, and they loved it. So so we did take a lot of that there.
Do
But
you think that they just go there to follow their favourite YouTuber who's doing their...
no, it depends
race?
on the event. Like there is a big rise now in YouTubers running events because essentially they have an audience straight away.
Yeah.
But some of the like TX2K is the Super Bowl of street cars, right?
Yeah.
And it's an awesome event. I raced there, loved it, love all the drivers. But if you compare what we did to what they did, ours is a festival, theirs is a race event.
Yeah.
Now, some people don't care. They just go and go, I don't care. I'll just go.
Yeah.
But if you held a TX2K here, you would need to add more elements of a festival to it
entertain it 'cause we're used
and
to
entertain the
this.
crowd. Because I think Aussies are a little bit more used to like, give me something to do.
Yeah.
So I think having built GTR Festival in such a competitive, fussy market has actually been a good thing. Because now when we take it overseas, they're blown away by like the difference and the effort we put into trying to run a huge festival. So, and they appreciate it. Like they appreciate it a lot. So, and fresh blood into new areas is always good. And 'cause I will admit, it's getting hard to increase GDR Festival every year. Like cost of living goes up, so it's harder at the customer's end. We respect that. We're trying not to put any prices up. But on the flip side, our costs are going up. The track's costs are going up. Everyone's costs are going up. It's hard to give more and not charge more. And you don't want to go to an event that's not as good as last year, right? Like, you want to come and go, holy crap, how'd they step that up? Because every year it's like, how are you going to top this? And I'm like, hold my beer, I'm going to find something. So
More fireworks.
Find someone to find this.
but it's incremental increases in the event. I've never tried to kind of go, let's go 1 year and then next year I'll bring 25 cars from overseas. It's like, no, I'll bring 1 this year. I'll bring 2 next year. I'll bring 3.
Yeah.
So you want to just step it up incrementally so that at least the bones of the event are good. Like people know they're going to come and have a good time no matter what.
Yeah.
But you're just constantly trying to deliver a better experience. And every year we're working with the track to make sure we can deliver that. So, like it's implementing new operational procedures at the back end is something no one wants to hear about, but we're always working on that so that we have a better experience. Because as an event promoter, you need to sit back and say, what's that person sitting over there in that grandstand who's bought the cheapest ticket?
Yeah.
What's their experience like from the moment they saw your ad to when they get home and then when they tell their friends?
Yeah.
You got to think about that, right?
That's to say, like I said, I've got our event coming up soon as well, and it was more of how do I cater for everyone? Like, there's the mother and dad, but they've got the 2 kids.
Yeah.
And you got to make sure the kids are occupied.
Correct.
Because if they want to go home, then everyone's day's ruined.
Yeah.
But going back to sponsors, he's talking about with Motive Video and your sponsors aboard. Is there any products that are coming up that you have, or anything that the sponsors have announced that you can tell us about? Or
Herman, what am I allowed to say?
Should we get Herman?
yeah.
The problem that I have is I probably could tell you 20 new products I know are coming, but I actually can't tell you any of them yet.
No, that's fair.
Sworn to secrecy. There are people may or may not have worked this out, but I am involved behind the scenes in product development and working with more and more companies because I just genuinely want good products to get made. Like it's not just about, like half of them I'm not paid to do it. I just genuinely give the feedback to help create a product that works and the consumer can use. So there's a lot of development behind the scenes. I've worked with obviously PRP a lot. I've worked with Howtech behind the scenes. Legendary Garage, Motorsports Mechanical, doing some testing for them at the moment with car setup on a certain few things. And you work with companies and just give them the feedback and it's help make a better product for everybody. That's like short term. It might not be a short term gain, but like the long term gain is we all have better product, a better car scene. It's healthier. Like, let's keep making the best products out of Australia.
1,000 horsepower turned to 1,500, turned to 2,000.
Correct.
Just constant development and money.
And
a lot of money.
My own car personally, like I could have just slapped a Pro Mod on it right now with a billet block, right? But I've tried to have this ethos of I made it perfect at 400, 500, 600, 700. Literally every 100 horsepower increment, I've tried to build the perfect car at that power level, just so that when someone says, "How do I build the perfect 800 horsepower GTR?" I go, "This is how you build it."
Video.
Yeah, it's like
you can accommodate for everybody then.
I get surprised. I was in Dubai and I went with Faik to his workshop, which is the one partner with Motorsports Mechanical in Dubai.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh yeah, this customer built this watch on your channel. He wanted what you've got, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
inspired by the channel." Turns out he's a sheik, and it's a pretty cool contact, pretty cool friend to have over there. So, you find out. You'll go to the UK, same thing. You go to dudes in Canada, like, "Oh yeah, we watched that video," and that's not about sort of big noting anything. I genuinely hope that people can watch it, see a combination, build it, and go, "Wow, this is mad," and skip the disappointment of a mismatched combination. Right? Like GTRs are very good. But if you can get one thing wrong in a combination, and you can go, "This is rubbish." And I've driven rubbish ones everywhere, and I've driven awesome ones everywhere. And sometimes it's just as simple as change A, B, C, and the car is awesome. So we're trying to help make sure that happens. So
yeah. What about that R35 of yours that you had a little while ago? You still have that?
Yeah, I still got it.
And that engine decided
It's
for coming, not
dead
today,
stock.
I'm done.
So that's dead stock, and I think we just snapped the rod from old age. Oh, hello, mate.
I heard you calling.
Yeah, I heard me calling. I could see the shorts from Texas.
Holy shit, get the glasses
All
on.
right, they want Goss. They want a new product. They're not letting me leave until I get at least one new product out of you.
Well, we're not releasing a lockout yet, so that's for sure.
Give them one. Give them something. I said you're going to... Well, how many days to GTR Festival? Not even 60. So let's do another 30 new products. What do you reckon?
There's so many things cooking that we didn't quite finish.
Yeah, I hear
cool
ya.
stuff.
Yeah, I hear ya.
So,
Give us one. Give the crowd one.
2J
I'm not
stuff
allowed
as
to
well?
leave.
2J stuff as well?
2J stuff.
Or are you just focusing on the RB?
We're working on, simple little stuff like, new cast cylinder heads and blocks, and I guess that's pretty major news. There you go. It's not GTR related.
I don't care then. So, all right, what else can we talk about? No, that's cool. No, I actually do like other cars, believe it or not. I like SR20s and Silvias.
Yeah, here we go.
See? Come over here, you.
SRs
God's
just
motor.
rattle.
Surrounded by
They
Nissan
just
vehicles.
rattle.
I don't care what noises they make.
They break
They're just good.
everything.
No,
I don't break them. You break them.
Not if you
Have you
spend,
broken
like,
anything on
I
them?
can't say the word.
I haven't, no.
See?
I've got an
Look at that.
SR.
See, two SR20 owners in one room. We haven't broken it.
You try and get them to spin to 10 grand and everything just
I'm
falls
sorry, my
off.
9700's not enough for you.
It's not. It's not. RBs are now spinning 11.5.
Oh, yeah, they're doing all right. Yeah. So 2J stuff's coming, huh?
2J stuff's coming. Well, see...
Are you going to sell any once the RB has the world record,
that's the thing. The 2J now sucks in comparison. So to get it to race
Big call.
against the RB, we have to elevate the platform, or it's just going to get left in
I
the
see
dust.
what's going on here. I'm going to make the RB get the record, then I'm going to help the 2Js guys get it back.
Do it. Do it.
Exactly.
I'm
I
down.
hope
Whatever.
you do.
Yeah.
I just look forward to when this happens. Is it going to be a few weeks, a few years?
I think it's already.
talking about this forever.
Can you release?
I think it's already happened.
Can you release a sunglass case next week instead of an
That's a
iPod
good
case?
idea. I think we can do that.
Apple AirPods case. Let's go a sunglass case and call it the Cardo Special, or just do it in Cardo Gold.
Carto's going to get his lockout shifter one piece at a time.
You're going to release a new product every week. Yes. It's like though you go to the newsagent, you buy those model cars where you get a little bit
Yes.
each week.
Yep.
We told him we'd give him a free one, but I'm going to make it hurt the whole way.
I don't get treated like that, by the way. It's just Ricardo, no one else.
Ricardo deserves it.
Yeah, he does. So.
But his actual meme atrophy,
It's
I
been
call
great.
it, it's been epic.
Actually, he's hammered you more than I've hammered you. It's awesome.
Been awesome. And
Yeah, I just
people,
got to sit back and watch.
people are like, don't you get offended? I'm going, well, I'm laughing. I'm laughing too hard to be offended. It's awesome.
You just spent 2 weeks with Anthony Matuk. You don't get offended.
I love him, but
You're still here.
I was just telling his wife.
I sent a
don't know how you
journalist
do
to
it.
Florida to like report on
Danielle,
whatever happened.
I don't know how you do it.
She's not here, bro. She's still
I
recovering.
know, she's here. She's here. Get the divorce papers ready.
So you went to Florida. I went to Dubai. And you went with Max Civil and Matux, and I went with Motorsports Mechanical Legendary Garage.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. We're like opposite ends of the world, like just taking over, right?
And the RBs are infiltrating worldwide.
I know. I did my bit in UAE, don't you worry.
I can imagine.
And Mick actually has just had a 7-second 32 and a 7-second Supra land in Dubai. So we're going to go back there and, what do I call it? Give some demonstrations of power.
For
A show of force, if you
Are
will,
we
of
talking
Australian.
a GTR festival over there, or what? Can we?
Well, I cannot report. I cannot confirm or deny that the discussion of a GTR festival in the Middle East has started.
I know my wife would like to go to Dubai. Maybe we can make
Dubai
it.
things.
Don't say that.
Dubai
My
things.
wife's
Sorry,
been twice
that's
last
dad joke and a half. She's going to Dubai.
So
Dubai things.
I get it. Now.
That's exactly why she's going. Or is it just beach clubs and parties?
I don't know.
I may or may not have gone to a couple of those.
I can imagine you did.
We also worked a lot. There was some like 1 a.m. film shoots and all sorts of stuff. So
I know the feeling. We
So you went to
had a
beach
couple of
parties?
late nights.
Yeah,
as
man,
well.
the beach club.
Like Herman as well with the nice bright.
I'm
There's
wearing-
a beach club everywhere with him. I
I'm
took
wearing
my
my
bright
bucky
shorts.
shorts.
I had my bright rubber
Where'd the
ducky
motivation
donut
come
shorts for
these
that.
bright shorts? I've never
They're
not seen
bucky
Yeah, I've got
shorts
bucky
because I
shorts.
just got back from America, so I'm bucking it out.
Wait, nothing beats driving your GTR to Bucky's and then to TX2K. That's proper street car shit right there. That is. I had to do it.
Hang on, this guy's driven his Supra to Uluru.
No. That's awesome. But did you drive to Bucky's then TX2K?
Not yet, but we can fly it over and probably do it.
Yeah. That's like, I had to do that. Like literally straight off the dyno, wheel a line and then drive to Bucky's, drive to TX2K. Everyone else trailered their car, but I'm like, no, it's not happening.
Oh, you know what? So if someone wants to fund it, I'll do it.
That's
Just at least
the
I'm
funny
flying it
part of
over.
that
I'll
whole
do the rest of
sentence.
it.
Someone fund it.
Yeah, someone fund it.
Just-
Otherwise, I can't do it.
I
Just
wish.
use someone else's money. It's
I
always
wish.
easier.
I rang Herman, Herman, can you chip in for this trip to the USA? Beep,
Nope.
beep, beep.
That's because he's spending all his money building parts.
Oh,
Well,
so he should be.
And speaking of parts,
Can I have a diff, please, by the way?
Yeah, probably.
Thank you.
The
That's how it's done.
lockout shifter didn't actually get finished because we sort of stopped everything to finish that goddamn head. The block is ready. The head, putting full production tooling into the machines and recamming it all to actually spit these things out, which is what I need to do to pay off that huge bank loan that I've pulled to try and make all this happen.
I thought money just fell out of your pocket and it all got paid for. I mean, as if there'd be a giant loan for these machines.
When some guy asks you for sponsorship, I don't know whether to laugh or cry. Now it's like, please, maybe I should, but I won't. Anyway, the head is on its final legs of complete high-speed machining, and the block is just happening concurrently. So I'd say within the next week or so, we're actually going to start punching some numbers, which is awesome to see. People can still pre-order. We haven't actually opened the floodgates. We were hoping to do that in our 60-day release, but
GDR Festival release.
possible. Well, actually, GDR Festival's not far away, so we could probably make that a goal. But we still aim to.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Maybe make that a goal. This
Well,
is everybody officially. The new block and head will be officially at GDR Festival in a car racing. Done. There you go.
I was actually going to say we should be releasing it before then, but if we're already filling back orders, then I can't see why we can make the official.
I want it to race at
Why
GDR
don't we
Festival.
unveil it?
Pull the covers off next to where the cars get unveiling, and then a car has to race with it in there. What do you reckon?
Epic.
There you go. We just made a plan in front of everybody with no filter on at all.
Yeah.
That's actually how our conversations generally go, by the way. That's not a staged like microphone one. We don't really care about that sort of stuff. Just yeah. Well, let's do this. All right. He's going to cry tonight when he realises he's just committed to this. So
When is GTR Festival, isn't it? Soon?
I mean, ask the naming rights sponsor. They should know.
They should probably know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of time.
Oh, look, it's on the big screen up there, right next to your logo, as the naming rights sponsor. You know that? Remember that?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
That looks good.
It's even right there on the screen behind my giant head. You couldn't see past.
I heard there's a New Zealand one too.
Yeah, 7th of June, 2 weeks after.
Epic.
There's also obviously an American one, 14th to 16th of November.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't know yet. He's sponsoring 3 other ones in 3 other countries in the next 2 years, by the way. So you better sell some blocks and heads.
We're happy to get behind every workshop, every team, every RB, anyone trying to do anything in the industry, anyone putting together any racing event. We love what we do. We appreciate the support that we've had from everyone. And whether it's a dress-up washer or an engine or a camshaft that we on-sell from Kelford, or it could be a whatever, it all helps and it all goes back in. And we will keep developing parts because we have the support. We want to be at all of the events and see it all race live and support all of it always. So always
But
please
you just
come
don't
out.
offer sponsorships.
Yeah, while, you know, we're never going to say no. We help as much as we can. And look, to be honest, if I was loaded and I could do this for free and give away everything we make, I would. So
Yeah, he's actually a bit stupid like that. He would, yeah.
I am. I actually love doing it. I'm
Anthony
actually happy
McTook's
to-
down there crying in the pits right now. You know that, right?
Anthony's going to hit me up for a free whatever when I get down there. I can feel it.
As long as I get my diff on the way out of here, I'm good. I broke it in Texas, so...
But we actually do need to make money, and supporting us with buying our stuff, whether it's
Talking
a,
about money
shirt
magically
or a
appears.
sticker or a whatever, it all helps. And if you can buy a rear end off us as well, it's that's even better.
Can someone please pre-order 20 rear diffs so I get my one? That would be great.
Yours is going to be motive red, isn't it?
I don't care what colour it is right now. I just want the car to run
I'm going
again.
to put dicks on it.
You already do. Does the public know about this? How public is that?
That's very public.
Did you know there's actually a phallus object drawn onto every PRP product that
Most.
you can't see when it's installed?
I just want to talk about this tattoo.
Which tattoo?
That was 20,000 people coming to a GTR festival anywhere.
I thought it was just the US one.
Well, now it's going to be anywhere because 20,000 here is a pretty big hit, right?
I have to
So
get a
let's-
tattoo of my own GTR on my
No.
butt, but on the start line.
No. Your GTR was 10,000, wasn't it?
10,000
My
in the US. We've
GTR.
already done 10,000 here.
My GTR on your ass if
If
you
we
get
get 20,000, yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate yellow GTRs. I'm like, I don't. Just,
I just want to promote the event by getting tattoos.
I will get a tattoo of my own GTR and his GTR, both if we get 20,000 at Australian
One butt cheek each.
And even 2-day attendance, not 1-day attendance.
And they
That's
have
how
to
I'd
be
weasel out
facing
of
each
it.
other.
You can weasel out of it by going, no, I said 1-day attendance.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to, like, 20,000 1-day attendance is pipe
and you
dream.
can't count the same people that come over 3 days as 3 different entries.
Oh, well, I hope not, because then I don't have to get the tattoo. Because so at an event, if someone says our event had 400,000 people at F1, if someone goes for 4 days, there are 4 people in that number. So when we say 12,000 came last year, that was actually Friday and Saturday. If you came for 2 days, you counted as 2. There was 8,000 on the Saturday.
An order number, regardless of how many days they come, is counted as 1.
So if you want to go off just one person being there is 1 person and 20,000, no problem, bro, because that means a lot of people came. Yeah. I'll get a tattoo of your wife on my butt if I have to for 20,000 people.
That escalated
Wow.
quickly.
Did that just happen?
Told you to turn a
Said
filter on
live,
the microphone.
promised everyone's heard it.
Hey?
I think we need some suggestions of what else we can tattoo on
I am
Andrew.
not getting Anthony McTook's face, though, that's for sure.
Oh,
That's 50,000. 50,000 people, I get Anthony McTook's face tattooed on my butt.
no.
Oh, on my chest,
On
over
your,
my heart.
no, on your back. You get a full-size back tat of
The
Anthony
whole back.
McTook's face.
For
if you-
50,000
If you get
spectators.
50,000.
Done.
I think
Can we
Anthony
get there?
McTook's coming to GTR Festival all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
done. And he's bringing 50,000 cousins.
Whatever it takes.
Well, you know what? If you want to buy a ticket and support me getting tattoos on the start line on my butt or my back, gtrfestival.com. Really easy. Easiest website to remember. You can get a spectator ticket. You can get a VIP ticket. You can get any Nissan can get you into the car show. So you don't have to have a GTR. You can have any. If you have a Patrol, technically you can park in the Nismo meet.
What about Toyota with a Nissan badge?
No, if it has a Nissan engine and it's cool, then it can. So if you have a Nissan with another engine, that's fine. Patrol, Micra, Nismo Note, whatever. You can go into the Nismo Meet in any Nissan. Then you can go from there up into, like, if you want to get a show and shine or showcase spot, you can. If you want to race, we have categories for just, if you run 14-second passes and want to race your mates, you can go in the open lane categories, which is like a Wednesday night. Just line up and go. And then when the big boys come out, the headline acts, they come out at set times. We do that on purpose for entertainment. Herman does a little, like, opening show where he dances around in shorts with our other guests. We do that at the start line with some... We got drifters doing oil down entertainment. We've got Burnouts versus drifters on Friday night, which you don't know about, fireworks and all sorts of stuff. So, the unveils of new cars is always a really cool thing as well. Some pretty serious cars getting unveiled and built for this event too. Like, it's wild. It actually, like, I get pretty emotional, like, when you sit back and think to yourself, man, someone actually built a car to come to an event, right? Like, it's... That's huge, right? It's cool. And I know the feeling because I've done the same thing. I've built cars to unveil at events as well. So, someone that's sort of like been on both sides of the fence, plus on the fence and the left and the right of it, like I've kind of... Bringing all that together is a big part of it. So yeah.
Built a big culture around all of this stuff, and it's awesome to see.
I love it, man. I just want everyone to have fun in cars. Like that, the end. He knows what I'm talking about.
You've actually set a pretty hard goalpost to hit with unveils with some of Hannison's cars and Charlie's car. There's been some cars that people...
And Dinosaur's car last year was magic. Like, that was crazy.
Man, it's like you can't just unveil anything anymore. It's like it has to rank.
Well, I know it's coming. And if Ashraf's listening, you promised to do another unveil, mate. So
I think
get to
Ashraf
work.
is behind us. Sorry, he's underneath us now in Mac. He's about to have a run. He's been sitting in the car for about an hour.
Yeah, right. Anthony's probably rolling in his grave watching him drive it and giving him heaps of crap right now as well, saying, let's go, let's go, let's go. So...
I think we're getting ready to go.
I think we are. So I think we're getting very close. I wanted to go for a ride with Ashraf. I was going to film it as my Uber driver arriving.
I think if you hurry up, you'll get in that car now.
No passengers in eliminations.
Oh, isn't it?
No, no. Competition spec. You don't get the extra ballast.
All right. What are we looking at now?
You can't see the cars underneath. You can only see the cars in the back.
Oh, that's epic.
We need a spotter. We need a spotter down there.
Past here.
How about we get the crowd to like form the shape of letters of the number plate in the grandstand?
All right, guys. Are you gonna start making those letters that Andrew's asking for?
All right. Don't. They'll probably write something rude back at me.
They'll probably do it. Draw it.
They'll do a PRP phallus.
I'm just trying to think of a bet that you could possibly lose where you get PRP tattooed on you whilst racing.
Well, technically, if you can have a passenger in the car during KOTS roll racing on Friday night, you have to have long sleeve though. So technically, it would have to be like on the back of my wrist.
I'm good with that.
While driving, while pulling the gears on a sequential. That could come out pretty rough. It may not even look like your logo at the end.
Epic.
You seen Jackass where the guy's tattooing in the back of a off-road vehicle and it just like is trying to do a smiley face? Oh. That's how the logo will look. How about you do it behind my ear, like trying to be cute while I'm driving, Herman? I dare
All right,
you.
everyone, we're about to take off now.
All right, who we got first? I hope it's good.
Can't see.
Oh, look at that. It is Mac. I'd say return of the Mac, but it's already done a run. So, but it is a good, it's a catchy song.
There?
Is that Mark King in 2MK in the left lane? It might be. It's a Burgundy R32, so it could be. I can't directly see it yet, but whoever it is, actually they're both really fast cars. If it's Mark's car from B2R, it's like I said, 2000. He's like, oh yeah, no worries. But I will say this on ethanol, 1700 is after that is where you start getting a bit like,
It is.
Oh, there we go. It is.
Yeah.
All right, Mark King in the right
There we
lane.
go.
Ashraf in Baghdadi in the left. This should be pretty good. Come on, guys. Bit of a slingshot in the right. What happened there, Mark?
Oh, shit.
Damn, is he going to go in the top end, though?
Ashraf's
I
got
think
him.
he is. Ashraf's going to keep it going.
Yeah.
Well done.
Mark King went for the sneaky slingshot. Mark, I saw you, mate. I saw what you were doing, and I
we
kind
saw
of
it from
understand
here.
when you're down by a few hundred horsepower.
Yeah.
But that's
He had to try something.
had to try something.
Still lost.
Still lost. Mark. Great car, though. Great dude. He did this versus that with us with Hoonigan at the track. So, what about now? Little Dano 1600.
David Northy's
Yeah, David
this
Northy's
is
car. The
a,
S15 is pretty hot looking thing. What do we got?
with a proper motor, a 2J.
God's motor.
Yeah.
Oh! Bit out of shape there on the hit. Has he got
Come
the
on.
legs in the top end? Let's find
on.
out.
I think
Yeah,
David's
he's got it.
him.
Nah,
No,
it's
it
done.
comes back.
Close.
Oh, look at the difference in speed, though. Like, that's That's some top-end charge right there, baby.
That's 50.
What do you know? R32, R34, both Bayside Blue. Matooks versus B2R. Both quick cars, wanted in the left lane.
I guess B2R's got it.
This is going to be good. A half track, there's not much in it. What's going to happen up top? It's going to be a good one, ladies and gentlemen.
B2R.
Oh,
B2R.
put your hands together. 291. Whoa.
Damn.
That was hectic.
That 32 was all over the
That was
shop.
hectic. That is what I want to see every pass if I had it my way. But
Beamer versus 32.
yeah,
Oh,
32's back a
32.
little bit. Has it got the top end?
32's got it.
It's some pretty fast
Yep.
beamers in America, bro. You wouldn't be
Yeah.
playing this game in America.
No, I mean, it's still a fast beamer, but 32's definitely taking it.
242.
That was not bad. Not bad. 242 is fast, man. I know we get used to those big numbers. We have seen over 300 tonight,
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
Mac.
which is wild. Here we go. Commodore's got the shoot, got the noises, hanging back a little bit. Off he goes.
This
Yeah,
might be
we-
a stage 42 goal.
We spoke to them.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! They go to stage 46. Thank you. Don't you be? Don't.
Oh, he needed 47 for that one.
Yeah, yeah. Still fast car.
Yeah.
I think people watching who haven't owned fast cars might be sitting there going, I wonder what fast is. But anything over 200 is a fast. RHM, here we go.
RHM's out.
Romanos. What's he up against? The BMW wagon. If it's the one I think it is, he might want to watch out. But I don't think he's going to have to worry now. He's gone.
Nah.
Flashing the lights.
that's
Got out
just
of it
showing
early.
off.
Shuts it off. You know what? Save it for later.
Yeah.
I tell myself that, and I rarely do. But, but
how
mind
many
you, like,
times
my
do you get
car's
to push
slow.
it
It
that
only
hard?
makes 1,170 horsepower.
Yeah. You're not
All
gonna
right,
be if the
32
race
up the
is
Datsun.
going.
And a Dado.
Yeah, pretty good.
That Dato's been falling off.
Man, the
today.
32 is hauling.
Yeah, 32's got him though.
Brakes, gets off it early. Still goes over 250 though. Put it this way, 200 k's an hour in this distance is actually like, you still need a fast car to even do that. So
Yeah.
when cars are doing 250 plus, you know they're honking.
Yeah, they're moving.
Another red 32.
What do you know? Another GTR
Boy, this
up against little
XR5's not
Ford.
bad either.
I'm not going to complain.
That
Like,
little Ford goes.
I could watch
Yeah.
nothing but 32 GTRs or just all GTRs and be totally happy. But you guys might get
Can't
annoyed
tell.
at me.
No, it's not bad.
Not bad, man. They're still moving. Like, you put it this way, you need to have a parachute at 140 mile an hour normally. So
Yeah, right.
we'll do the math on that with kilometres an hour, and you'll
Holden
work out
Ute.
that you know,
Holden Coupe, is it? Against your Holden Ute there?
some Holden action, Holden on Holden action. Now let's get the calculator so we
Just
can be
hold on.
exact. So anything over 225 k's an hour would need a parachute if in a car older
Corvette
than
against the
2007.
33,
That
is it?
Corvette is
Got
hot,
coming
yeah, up
up.
against the GTS 33.
See what the
Oh, a bit of wheel
Ford's
spin there
got.
as he comes on. Has he got the top end?
Oh, hell yeah, he does.
I think he might.
Oh,
It's pretty even.
Hang
No,
on,
it's pretty
that's-
even now. 33's coming back in the top end a
I
little bit
reckon
there as
they'll-
well. It's going to be close.
Yeah,
Vet gets it. I've driven a couple
LT4
over
has
the
done it.
US. They're pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've driven I think the base and the Z06 around a circuit and on the street. And it's they're
VL?
good things.
And a Beamer.
And a Beamer. Man, you know there's an
Why is that
8-second
so far
Beamer
back?
getting around now, right? An M3 wagon getting around. Chris Skinner's one. That's wild.
With a
it
PRP
sounds
8.8 diff in it.
Does it? Hectic. Thanks for telling me.
So you don't have
You
one.
need a diff?
One diff at a time. What's the diff?
You know who hasn't got a diff? Me.
You?
Yeah, that's right. Remember?
Where's your diff?
You know the one I was
What happened
supposed to
to
get
it?
in November? That one. It must be stuck in customs somewhere. Oh,
34.
Evo is a
Evo.
bit far out on the 34, so are they going to count that one? I'm not sure. The light did go green, but you know what? Here's the thing about roll racing, right? The left lane dictates the speed, and if they don't break the speed, then really what have they done wrong?
So,
If you're in the right lane, it's your job to keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my attitude actually is if you don't keep up in the right lane,
That's your fault.
that's your problem. But don't slingshot,
Yeah.
Mark
Oh.
King.
Yeah,
Oh, look at
here
that.
we
Super.
go.
I'm going to let you talk. Go.
Oh, no. Come on, man. Yeah, he's got it. He's got it. He's got it. 100% he's got it. Yeah, good. All right. He's going to make it to the next round. Matt is happy.
There you go, mate. That's one I'll shut up. And that's
Yeah,
hard
thanks,
for me
Andrew.
to do.
Thanks, Andrew. I know.
It's got to be a rotor.
Brap, brap. Here we go.
Ooh.
Oh, Tony.
Ah, Tony.
What do you got, Tony? Oh. Tony's probably just looking over going, would you like me to turn the boost controller on
Rotor's
yet?
got
or-
some balls,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, it does. It's a fast car, man. 277. Tony is clearly just like, I'm saving this for later.
Yeah. Tony's just got one hand on the wheel there, just.
Mate, when he
waiting for
did
it.
what he did at Cootamundra, it was just
S15
insane.
and a Holden Ute.
Yep, S15, Holden Ute.
That's
Whoa.
the
Whoa.
RB one, isn't it? 1,000 horsepower?
He's got
Nathan?
26,000 horsepower, Nick.
Oof. I thought that sounded good.
Oh,
What happened?
You'd had
just
some
did
clogging.
RB things.
What, too much power? Is that what you mean? That's what you're talking about, right?
I don't
Too
know.
much good
We'll have to
sound,
see.
too much power, too much
I'll give them
awesomeness.
the sound. They'll take the sound. They'll take that over it too, Jay.
Oh, look at that Porsche GT2 RS.
Love that the GT2
That sounds
RS
good.
is here.
Oof. There we go,
33's
baby.
got some.
Like, it's like in every other form
Off
of
it
racing,
early,
that GT2
conserve
RS
it
will
for
take
later.
everything here.
I've driven one of those Porsches around a racetrack in the US, and I can say right
Yeah.
now, I don't care what they run in a straight line. Those things are just awesome. Awesome
Next
cars.
level.
What do we got now? R35.
And a Civic.
Civic.
Oh,
You know, you
does it have
never
a
talk about a
laptop?
Civic too quick because then they start doing flames out the
Oh,
back.
damn.
And look at that.
Oh, damn.
Nothing like a sleeper with a K-swap all-wheel drive in it, right?
Oh.
That's wild.
How do they get them to all-wheel drive? Do they get the stuff out
That
of
is a
the
very big
CRV?
intercooler hanging out the front of that Commodore. Something tells me it might have a little bit of power. S15, here we go. S15's moving.
Commodore's getting
Really
loose.
moving. No,
he's
Commodore looks
off.
like he braked, got out of it. So 247 k's now. That's
Good.
That's a fast car. Like I
Yeah.
said, you don't even anything even getting close to 250 like that is it's flying.
Yeah.
All right, some more
32
GTR power.
versus
Here we
Commodore
go.
with
Up
a-
against Commodore.
With a blower.
832, he's
Something.
A32 is he's
that's
fast.
kind of like,
Oof.
as long as he keeps it in his own lane.
That's another B2R motorsport car. A32 at Cootamundra actually at one point nearly held the record for a true
Yeah.
street car there. Got beaten on the same day, but we're like, that car is impressive. It's
Yeah.
actually not like their biggest car, but it punches hard above its weight. So
Yeah.
here we
B2R
go.
34.
34
Against the-
TT. All right, let's go. Oh, they both.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
what happened there?
Oh,
He
no.
got on the brakes there and then just didn't go. I'm not really sure what happened. Did they red light that run? Oh, they did. Yep. Okay. So that's a dud run, that one, ladies and gentlemen.
Does that mean they go again? Like no one got eliminated?
I think so, yeah. Oh, I can see some neon green down there. You know what that means?
Fast and
All
It's
right,
Furious.
time to get mean. Oh, I can see some neon
Oh,
red
Are
too.
there two cars in neons? We got RHM in the other one.
It's like two RHMs.
Yeah.
You better get
Come
some
on,
top end in there,
Romanos.
baby. Let's go, let's go.
Come on.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh,
296.
Nice.
Man, to do that to a car that goes over 260 k's an
Nice.
hour,
Still
man, that's some proper power.
That's moving.
I reckon Burnouts push the boost controller during the run then.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Oh,
Holden's
Commodore, a
up.
bit of a slingshot. It might work for him. 32 got well out of shape. What's he going to do in the top end? Oh, wow.
Oh.
He had the power, but just got there a little bit too late.
Yeah, he missed out.
That's wild. Okay, we're getting some pretty wild runs now. Look at these. When would you see a two-wheel drive with that power be able to fight a GTR over the
Well,
road?
that's the
Yeah,
thing. We actually
you can't.
talked to him in
Never.
the car park,
Yeah.
and he was worried. He actually asked, "Is he allowed to use his parachute because his brakes aren't that good?"
What do you know? Another GTR cross. Oh, hang on. No, we didn't get a speed on that one.
Nothing happened on
We
that.
had another Evo in the lanes now up against another Commodore.
No, no Koval.
Where is he?
Oh, don't know what happened there. There's a green light, so looks like Evo's going to get the win on that one. I think
Yeah.
they're both kind of going, oh, are we going? Aren't we going?
Yeah.
What's going on? Happens. The Corvette's
Back up.
Hey.
He said
You-
he was making about 800 horsepower, isn't
I think it was
Yeah,
close
it's-
to. Close to.
it? It's not stock. He has.
Is that the 34 GTT? Yep, it is.
Yeah.
GTT by name, GTR by nature though, baby. Let's go.
That Corvette just wheel spins.
Yeah. I think it just had an intake and an exhaust and a tune.
It's still a fast car, man.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Pretty close.
All right, Tony's down there. Can we just get Tony and Marlon to race, please, over and over again? Because that needs to happen. It needs to happen.
Yeah.
Both cars capable of 300 k's an hour in this distance, which is impressive stuff because it's not quite a quarter mile. You need to remember that as well. So the speeds that you're seeing,
Yeah,
and
true.
don't for a second think that with roll, because some people think with roll racing, if you start at 50 k's an hour, that you add 50 k's at the other end. It's actually completely incorrect. Because you're already moving, you actually have less time accelerating. So your speed isn't really any higher than a normal quarter. But here we go, talking about speed.
Is he gonna? Jump it?
S15 went to go, stop, went again, and Tony smooth sailing, gone.
Oh, there goes 1-2, Jay.
300, baby. There we go. I think we need to start like a 300 club for the event. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Can we do that? Can we do a sticker? If you guys don't do it, I'm going to make it. That's it. I'm making it done. All right. I'm going to make it next week.
Super against the Holden View.
You know what won't get the 300 club sticker? That Supra. All right. There you go.
Come on, up the boost.
Sorry, Romanos. We're going to do a sticker 300 club. All right. It needs to happen. Wear that with honour.
That Supra would be faster with an RB.
I think you're wrong.
Call smoking a gutter. All right, we're getting a bit too excited about 300 clubs now, but for good reason.
Oh, you are.
For good reason. Well, you don't worry. Your logo will be on there too, Herman.
Of course I will.
And a phallus. Hidden on the underneath of the sticker though, so you can't see it.
What's going on there?
We're just trying to get some chatter through on how many cars are left in eliminations. We're getting close. Then we might have a buy coming up in a second as well. So if you see a car on its own, it's got a buy run just due to odd numbers. We are getting down towards, I think, about almost at quarterfinals now. So we're just waiting some radio chat. Let's see what's going to happen now, guys. Obviously, you get through the first couple of big groups quick, and then as you get down to the faster stuff, you just have to have a slight delay between rounds to try and get them all sorted because they need to loop back around into the staging lanes.
Yeah,
we're just sorting out. There's a couple of buy runs potentially, so we're just going to sort them out.
True.
Yeah, you got to give those RBs a break. Let it
we're going to start. Are we play some bets yet or what? Like I'm not allowed to. I'll get bashed later. Herman, no, I do that bet. That's different. That's between me and Herman. I'm not allowed to bet which workshop or which car wins. I get in trouble. Herman, are you allowed to bet?
I'm not a betting man. I try and bet Anthony Matuk every now and then. He beats me every time. So I'm just gonna not bet.
Like, is it gonna be a GDR or is it gonna be Tony in the Lambo?
I think Tony in the Lambo's car is so consistent that even if it's technically didn't get the highest kilometre per hour, it's still always got the best chance. Like, for example, if Marlon and Mac go 303 and Tony goes 301, I still think that Tony's going to make the final just out of the fact that he'll do it every pass.
Yeah.
So my prediction is that unless something goes wrong, I think we're going to see a final with Tony.
Yeah.
And if I'm leaning towards
Mac.
No, Mac or dude, Marlon went 303 k's an hour earlier. I saw it with my own eyes. That's wild.
Well, Mac went 300 before as well.
Yeah, so you got 3 cars with 300 plus. So it's one of those 3 cars. So that's our semi-final with someone else that I feel sorry for. The fourth spot with them is someone that I feel bad for. So yeah, we're doing a 300 club sticker. Has to happen.
I'd like to see RHM up the top there too.
Mate, it won't be far off.
Yeah.
It's not far off.
I've always been a big fan of that car.
But trust me, it's like getting it to leave at the right time every time, get the right run it's not easy. Like, I know we all watch there and think it's all, you know.
Oh no, it's hard.
It's hard, man.
It's as easy as racing a pro mod with a good time.
Yeah, you'd know. A lot of variables at this power level, you know what I mean? Hit it at the wrong time, 500 RPM off, not enough gas,
it's game over.
Or whatever,
It's game over by point.
Oh, well, did this get just interesting? All right, so Mac's out again. I think, is Ashraf still driving? He has been all night, so I presume he is.
No, they said
I thought they were swapping.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have no idea who's driving Mac.
Yeah. So we're just going to have to call
It could be Murad, it could be Anthony Matuk, it could be Ashraf. You just never know.
Matuk's not here.
Okay, Anthony's not driving.
Apparently he's on his boat this weekend.
No, he's here. I saw him.
Oh,
he's not driving. Yeah, he'll be on his boat tomorrow.
Where are the stories?
There's no stories.
No stories?
No, none. Zero. Only vlogs. Isn't that right?
Only vlogs.
Lots of vlogs with lots of stories.
Did you say vlog or...?
Yes.
Sorry, I wasn't going to say the rest of that one.
If you haven't seen it...
hello, here we go. This is the final I wanted, but we're getting it now.
Oh.
On your phone. Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
Mr. 33.
Hold your left hand in the air if you think that the left lane, Marlon's going to get it. Mr. 33, hold your right arm in the air if you think you're going to get it. Macked in the right lane. Let's see what happens. Will there be any game playing? Oh, no, they're together. They're together. Go green. I think Mac went slightly before him, but can he stay in it? What's going to happen up top? This is close. Watch.
Oh, my God.
Put your hands together. Mr. 33.
Nice.
The emperor of roll racing now.
Nice.
306. Oh, no, it was a bit of a... I don't know what's going on there in the start, but they got out of it, went again. It's going to be hard to go around that R8, so... Yeah, I don't know.
Stuff the
They might
beginning.
not call that a run. It's not up to me. I'll wait and hear them. But how was that? Marlon Van Dien. I went from clapping him with a handicap clap at Cootamundra many years ago
Yeah.
to now him going over 300 Ks an hour here at KOTS. That is just insane.
Not bad.
Proud of you, Marlon.
Good size.
I'm proud of you. That is wild, though. B2R, when they built that car, I heard they were going to build something special. And it's a manual. That's what I love.
Yeah.
Evo and Commodore going at it. Evo started from behind, but it could still be a green. All that matters is the speed of the left lane car.
Ah, Evo's pulling.
He was coming back in the top end. Don't know what happened with the lights then.
Oh, no.
Can we rerun Macton Mr. 33 just for the hell of it?
I hope.
Like, just tell him, oh, sorry, the
Just as a final.
board didn't see, it didn't work.
Just like the event's over, let's do one more. Oh,
Here we
these
go,
two big cars.
A32. I think there's another one.
A32.
Jeez, they're howling.
Yeah, he's sick. I don't even want to talk. Oh, little tap of the brake, just say, It's like a hazard without
back
having
on the
to reach for
return
something.
road.
Yeah.
And if it's a GDR, the hazards probably don't work because the electric's all broken. Here we go, another big one.
All right.
Started from behind a little bit. Romanov's got the top end. Let's find out.
Boys very close to the wall.
Oh, out towards the
Yeah,
wall.
he's gone. Oh, he's gone.
294 and he didn't get it.
Oh, he's gone.
Damn. I think
Thank you for
RHM actually
choosing
just
KOTS.
loves that right-hand wall.
Yeah, a bit too much.
Just go with it, mate. Like, that's what I say.
Trying to kiss it the whole way down.
No, more of a slightly, like, tease it. Like, don't actually kiss it.
Show it a bit of leg.
No. Don't take that back. No, don't put a leg out of bed. Oh, we've got someone in the sand down the end, guys, but they're reversing out. So,
Ah, okay.
no, he's backed out of it. Look at that. That's all-wheel drive street car, mate. Can back out of the beach. There we go.
Ah, the off-road GDR.
Psycho 32.
32. Psycho 32. It's a problem when you're having a low 8-second GDR with stock brakes on it.
Yeah.
But hey, that's why we race here. The sand trap is there for a reason, and that it did its job, and no harm, no foul. He was actually able to reverse out. So
Completely, perfectly registered, engineered. street
imagine if
car.
it wasn't a sand trap and it was something else dangerous.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, Herman? Had some good runs?
Great runs. I don't know what happened to Mac, but
If Ashrash was driving, he probably got a text about some car for sale and he was trying to lowball while driving.
probably Facebook Marketplace.
He was on Facebook Marketplace. 34 little Civic. Here we go.
Civic.
Come on.
Laptop Civic.
I think that Civic surprised everyone last time, didn't it? But this
quick.
time hasn't got it on the RB.
Nah.
238 though, man. It's still flying, eh?
Wow.
Tony's up
Here we go.
against the Black 34 we saw before, GTT.
Oh, I can't. It
No,
might
it
be.
doesn't have the red underglow. It might be.
No, the GTT didn't have the underglow.
GTT, yeah.
I think it is
okay.
the GTT. Or if it's probably a GT4, let's face it, because
Yeah.
it's hooking up and going fast.
Yeah.
Oh. Left lane dictates the speed, mate. There you go. Don't
cares?
slingshot.
Just
Here we go.
jump.
We could
Tony's
be
probably
even
got
here.
it
Here we go.
anyway.
Come on, Tony. Give us a 300 run.
Tony's pulling.
Tony, at this point, it's not fair.
Mate, that is just like, was that?
Can we get more?
No, he got out of
Huracan
that. There's no way. He goes way. He's saving it. And I would too. No, for people that don't understand, like cars that make 1900, 2000, heat soak is a thing. Like
Yeah.
it really is, and you can't avoid it. You can't fight it, especially with the engine in the back.
And the
Yeah.
turbos in the back.
Correct. So the heat soak in those V10s is actually pretty severe when
White
they sit
Supra's
around
up
the
again
pits.
against the Holden Ute.
Oh, yeah.
Supra versus the Ute. Here we go.
Come on. Go take him out.
Oof,
Oh,
oof.
Keep it straight. Okay, good. He survives another round.
You know he hasn't.
Yeah,
he's-
100%
Yeah.
bias here.
What are you talking about? I'm never biased.
No, he's talking about me.
Oh, yeah, I'm allowed to be biased.
There's
okay.
only one Supra here. I can only root
Here we
for
go.
one
Listen to the
car.
sound of that, baby. Here we go. Let's get this run done properly. TTR8, 34 GDR from B2R.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go. Oh, look at that. All
Come
the
on.
noises.
He's got it.
Nah, something happened there. He's got out of it early. And it looks like the Audi, but we didn't see a time. What happened?
Yeah.
Don't know.
There's 4 extra cylinders said, not today.
I don't know if you've driven a twin turbo V10.
No.
I've driven like
Yeah,
Aaron.
no, you
Aaron
can.
from Precision will be able to tell me how many I've driven
Yeah.
because they were all ones he did, and they're all freaking awesome. And I can tell you one thing is, you You can sit there saying, oh, it's too easy, or this and that, but they're so actual fast that you actually don't even remember that you didn't do a gear change. Like, they're just, it doesn't matter. Like, it's
Yeah, it
just
just
ridiculous. It's like I went on that world's fastest roller coaster at Ferrari World in Abu Dhabi.
Is it as fast as they say?
Yeah, yeah. And I did aerobatics when I got my pilot's license, and have been an F-18 and been in the Air Force. So like, I know what upside down and like fast is and fast acceleration. I've driven some fast stuff, but that roller coaster is. I get why people are genuinely terrified for their life on the first part of it. Like, it's wild. Like, genuinely wild.
They based that experience off a roll racing car from Sydney.
Yeah, they actually rang up and said, like, hey, how do we do like RHM or Mr. 33? Yeah. Like, so that was pretty good. Obviously, I went there because, you know, I may or may not have visited certain racetracks in the Middle East.
Yeah.
So for an event I may or may not organise in another country.
Is that your drone, Tom?
Better be, or in trouble. We're close now to we're getting close. I think we might be. It's only like 6 cars left or 8 cars left now, if that.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We're getting there. Hang on. They're just sorting out the pairings now in the back. Listen to those noises. So good. It's going to be... so it looks like now my prediction of potentially Marlon and Tony could be it.
Yeah.
True.
Unless they face each other earlier.
Yeah.
Not that I would ever ask anyone to manipulate the order so that they don't race to the finals, but...
Yeah, that definitely won't happen today.
I'm cool with it if they do. I'm not saying you should do it. As the event promoter part of me goes, don't do it.
Yeah.
Do the right thing.
Yeah.
But the other part of me goes, make it the final.
Yeah.
That's what the crowd wants.
Yeah, 100%. Even though I'm biased, I'd rather the Supra not go up against it because we kind of know how that's going to go.
Well, maybe he actually, like Stephen Bradbury's his way to the finals and then just loses tragically. What do you reckon?
Maybe.
Or the other car blows up and he wins. You never know. Could happen.
Yeah.
Stranger things have happened.
I think they call that racing. Anything can happen at any second.
Oh, Commodore's still in the game.
Not for long.
Not for long. Yeah, wow. That's some GTR power for you there, right there, baby. That's good.
Nice.
You know when you hear someone say something like, I'm sick of GTRs winning all the time. Well, I'm not, okay?
It's a privilege to listen to them at that many RPM.
I think it's an even bigger privilege that we have the world's fastest GTRs all here in Sydney, and they all just go head to head.
Western Sydney.
Yeah.
Western Sydney.
Stuff Northern Beaches.
Yeah, the world's quickest GTRs are all in between the M4 and the M5. There might be like 2 top 20 ones north of the M2, and yeah. This is a fact. This is not me like hammering. This is like geological surveying of the GTR world. I've got the data.
You've got the data to back it up.
I've done advanced mathematical calculations. I mean, if I want to get like super technical, I could say I think mine's like a top 10 manual.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think it still is. 860 is still a top 10 manual.
Here's my argument. Manual sequential. Or
Sequential's manual.
Ding,
no, the end.
No.
Do I have to?
Are we doing
ready? You want to unleash this can of worms?
Are we doing this again?
Are we seriously doing this?
We're going to do this
Hold
again.
the racing. Hold the racing. Hold the racing. You ready? Okay.
Actually,
We haven't done this for a month. We're going to do it again now.
Is a dog box H pattern a manual? Is a dog box H pattern a manual?
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Okay, stop. Everyone stop. Let's put the two gearboxes next to each other. From on the outside, how different do they look?
No, I understand.
Correct.
That.
Let's go inside them. Do they both have a clutch? Yes. They have an input shaft, an output shaft, dog gears and gears exactly the same. What's the difference? The shift pattern.
Yeah, the shift pattern.
but-
So you try. Okay, there's Supras in America.
Yeah.
With an
And they have lockout shifters, dog engagement, and flat shift, the same as a sequential.
Yeah. Look,
Isn't that
for
right,
me-
Mr. Lockout
Yeah,
Shifter?
I
It's a
agree.
bit-
So you
The
can't miss a
manual's
gear in a
manual.
lockout
Yeah,
shifter.
but see, I feel like
What
it's
you're
cheating.
saying is it's a
Hang on,
H
you
pattern.
can see
Up,
an
down,
air
you can't
override
get it
paddle
wrong.
shifted
Well,
sequential.
you're wrong. You can get it
No,
wrong.
I think not just
And you can't miss shift a
sequential,
H
but
pattern with a lockout shifter.
If you
Yeah, I
can,
know, but
But it's so you can't. So it's your strategy is now
Air shifted
done.
paddle, where does that sit?
Manual.
Exactly.
Stupid as it sounds, it's still a manual.
It might as well be a
It's,
Tiptronic auto, though.
I
But it's
feel
not.
Like there should be a
It's a
different
manual
class
in
for people.
denial.
I believe there's a H pattern class that's
There should
different.
be a H pattern.
Correct.
class, is what
And there
I'm
is for
saying.
people
but
that want to go
H pattern
slow.
You can
flat
have the
shifting.
argument, does it,
There's a Supra doing sixes in the US.
Does it have
with
a-
a dog
That is for
engagement,
sale, isn't
flat
it?
shift, and a lockout?
but isn't
see that argument with
it's
a
manual, but you can
torque
flat
converter and a
shift, it may as
clutch
well
still
be.
doesn't work because now you can run a tie
I
drive
know, right? It's weird.
with a manual.
A sequential is a manual.
No.
I write the rules.
H pattern is manual. That's how
No,
I
H
say
pattern
it.
is a
It's
H
a,
pattern.
No.
it's a manual that wants to be automatic.
Yeah.
It's a
step-
manualised
You know,
auto.
no, actually, you know what it
Gateway
is?
drug
It's
into
people that want to go
automatic.
fast and build their car properly.
Manual-
Yeah, but you
Manualised
could
auto.
say that, but then people that have automatics say the automatic is people that want to go fast.
But auto's an auto. The way the inside of the box is, and a
yeah,
torque
I
converter.
know torque converter compared to
No, and the
having a
inside.
Yeah,
it's
but
so
then
different.
Everything
in America
else.
you've got a DCT class just because they've had to separate them.
Correct,
Yeah.
because it's a DCT,
'Cause you
a
don't
dual
even
clutch
have-
transmission. It's
Technically, it's
different.
still an auto.
There's
Such
No,
a-
it's not.
Yeah.
But
This
it's
is
also-
this is the real trans
See?
debate.
It's a DCT, so it has a
Am I allowed to say
DCT
that?
class.
That's my point.
don't
You could argue till the
debate.
cows
That's
come
gonna
home.
get
I'm not going to
cancelled.
argue. I'm going to write the rules.
Transmission debate.
You could do that. I still think
That
I'm
is
with
still
you there,
PC.
Hawko.
I do
Sequential
believe
gearbox-
H pattern is different to sequential, yes, and a different
Yeah.
class. But I still believe that the word manual is sequential is a manual.
Oh, I agree. But
And
I
then
feel
you know
like
why
there
more
should
than
be a
anything?
different class.
And there is.
I just feel like it's cheating.
It's not cheating. It's just
easy.
Nitrous is cheating too, isn't it?
nitrous is cheating, methanol is cheating. I
E85 is
don't know.
cheating.
E85
Isn't turbo cheating?
Turbo's
Everything's
cheating.
cheating.
Even
Yeah,
on
turbo's
YouTube,
cheating.
people are
Forced
saying
induction.
sequential is
Look,
not
it's
It's
cheating.
okay. Other people are allowed to be wrong
At
as
what
well.
point does it
Four-wheel
stop?
drive is cheating.
Full drive, yeah.
Full drives, yeah. Full GDR's cheating.
GTR is
GTR cheating.
So
It's all a big scam.
Yeah.
Just raise what you got.
yeah, actually, the reason for I'm so with that actually more than anything else is just purely as like growing up with watching the GDR scene in Japan. Like your dream was to have a sequential GDR. Like that's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And back then, like there was not really a lot of options, and it was all they all saw them as a manual. So you just kind of grew up with that, right? So this whole stick shift H pattern thing, getting really fast, is kind of a bit, I guess, newer, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. So I understand that people want to not compare them, but let's face it, if you have a lockout shifter and you've got dog engagement and you've got a strain gauge to do flat shift, so you're clutchless shifting like a sequential, you can't miss a gear like a sequential. So like the argument now gets down to like, oh, but the gear throw is slightly longer in a H
Yeah.
pattern. All right, well, I'll put a longer lever on my sequential. Like, So I
Yeah.
get it. Like, it's at the top end of drag racing. Is there a difference between the top end H patterns and a sequential? In fact, I reckon, if anything, the H patterns are quicker because they're usually only using 4 gears and they come in a gearbox that's a lot stronger. Most of the sequentials are actually motorsport designed and aren't designed for like 2,800 horsepower. They're usually designed for like at the most 1,000 Newton meters and to do circuit racing. So we all went and took a circuit racing gearbox and went drag racing with it, and then we wonder why'd that break at 2,000 horsepower? So, but on the guys were developing those like T56 style gearboxes have already kind of been developing them to make that sort of power.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
It's
when you
like-
get into that sort of argument at the
Yeah.
end, it's kind of, I just like having fun with the
No,
argument.
no,
Yeah.
100%.
You know?
Yeah,
No,
no,
I
for
get it.
fun,
There's,
like-
there's still a clutch. Yes, you take off with a clutch and everything. I get that, but I feel like there should
Yeah,
be
but
a separate
after
class.
that-
But if
for
I
H
showed you the
patterns.
gear set for a sequential, like let's say PPG do a gear set where it's a sequential gear set and a H pattern gear set. If I put those two gear sets on the table, you can't tell a difference.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually exactly
I
the
get that
same.
part of it. Like the taking off part, like, okay, you use the clutch and you got to navigate that. But once you're rolling, it's just
It's just
pull a
up and
shifter.
down. That's
it's
what I
like,
mean. That's why I feel
But
like
you're
it's-
confusing
bam,
the
so-
you're confusing the difficulty with what's actually happening. You're still pulling a lever which activates shift forks to move
Yeah.
a gear to another one. The difference is if you turn off the flat shift, you can turn off the strain gauge and drive it with a clutch, or you can use your foot to do clutchless shifting, which you can also do in a H pattern dog box.
Yeah,
See, a synchro H pattern is very different
you'll hurt that.
because
Have
that
you
you
tried
can't
that stuff?
clutchless shift.
No.
I've
You
seen
probably could for a
I've
few,
seen the
few
Western
times.
Sydney shift, bro. Like
Yeah, a few times you
that's
do
not
it.
meant to do it, but they do it. So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you can argue. You know what? Let's solve this. Let's write some rules for GDR Festival. There you go.
Okay.
Done. Problem solved. Sequential's a manual. The end. And there's a H pattern class.
Have a H pattern class.
But I
There's
think
no one in it because there is no H pattern left.
oh, there's a few. I don't know.
There is, yeah.
There's a few.
Oh, yeah.
To me, like owning a single turbo GDR with a sequential was like, since I liked cars, that's all I'm like fixated on owning.
Yeah.
Now they've got more than one, but don't know how that happened. But that's ridiculous. But yeah,
YouTube.
no, I wish it was. I wish it was.
Power glide for the win.
Hey,
Power glide for the win.
there you go, done.
Yeah,
Drag
2
racing.
gears, 2 gears.
Yeah.
Can you get a lockout shifter for a
You need more than a lockout shifter to keep up with a power glide. They just win
if
races.
I was going to put an auto in a GDR, I want to try an 8 HP.
Yeah.
I want to try
Unless
it.
you get some drivability
I want
out
to try
of
it
it as well.
Yeah, I want to try it. What's going on in the pits? Are we still sorting who's racing who?
Oh, there's
Are they getting rid of a kangaroo now?
Are you serious?
Mate,
Do we
I
have a
took a
kangaroo?
kangaroo to GDR Festival USA. Now you're getting rid
This
of one.
one isn't even planned.
Did you hear that? They're getting rid of what I had to pay for in
Off
Texas.
the track, Skippy.
Yeah.
There he is. Hey,
Where
Skip.
is he?
Is it an actual kangaroo or is it an Evo?
What? Kangaroos don't drive Evos, man.
Yeah, but they both jump.
At least Andrew got where I was going with that. I was thinking to myself,
When they come to the House of Pain with Van Halen. That kangaroo, he's just out there living it sweet.
he's just watching, but did he pay for a ticket?
Romanos,
This is
get
ridiculous.
security, get rid of the kangaroo. He didn't pay for a ticket.
Or at least get him a vest. The official
Here we
kangaroo
go.
of the street.
The right noises are happening.
GTR noises.
Yeah, Saga 32, Mr. 33. Let's go! Did you hear the sound of that manual gearbox going through the gears? How good is it?
Or braking a
very
gear
fast
on
shifting
the right.
manual. Almost automatic like.
Bit cheaty.
Mate, if you want to be cool, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Say what you want in front of 4,000 people.
There's people here listening to me talk.
What do you mean there are people listening?
Oh, damn it!
Oh.
Oh, just take some of that back.
I'm sure I'm not the only one that thinks that.
What's that? What are we checking?
The 4,000 people, there's probably 3,000 that think that sequential is manual.
There's so much I could say, but I'm not going to.
There's
No,
always
I just
a lot
love the G up.
that you say. You always say a lot. There's no doubt about it.
Well, when you get paid to talk sometimes, that's what you got to do.
Do you think you talk more than Anthony Matul?
I can, but when he's
reckon?
around, I choose not to.
That sounds like a challenge.
You can usually understand what I'm saying when I get excited and talk really fast.
Yeah. Anthony's just becomes more like a scream and just keeps
Yeah.
going.
He brings the energy to the party, though. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Well, speaking
we
of
get him up
parties,
here?
it's not long till the next big party. KOTS is going to be
At
held
GTR
inside
Festival.
GDR Festival. So essentially, you guys are going to be getting 2 events in one on that weekend. So the main event that we always have had for the last 10 years is on the Saturday. So basically, Friday is going to be open to the public from 4 o'clock, but VIPs from 1 o'clock. We're actually going to have practice for roll racing from 12 until 5. So chill out, take your time, open up for spectators. We're going to have Traders Alley open. We're going to have the car show all happening as well, plus an extra car meet on the other side that Tuned are going to do.
Yeah.
We're going to have fireworks. We're going to have a DJ down on the start line. We've got Burnouts versus Drifters entertainment that's going to happen as well.
Any car giveaways going on?
I don't know. I'm not giving away a car.
No?
We have a Pro 16 separate to the main group because what we're doing is KOTS has a championship for the year. So this is round 1. It'll be round 2 inside GDR Festival. So what will happen is all the same cars, same rules in that group, but the guys on methanol, the Pro Street cars can go in that. But let's get another run
We'll
going.
come back to that.
Look at this. Imagine if the Civic won this. Like, that would be giant killing for sure. But look at it. It's putting up a fight. Tony's probably looked over and gone, what?
Yeah.
There we go. Tony had to stay into it that time.
Yeah.
Friday will be roll racing at night, and like I said, fireworks, DJ, food
So similar
trucks,
to the last
entertainment.
one?
Basically the same as the last one, but KOTS will be running the
will be
roll
running
racing,
it. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they'll be part of their championship. So here we go. Supra Audi R8 twin turbo.
Bye, my friend.
Yeah, Audi.
I know how this goes.
Where's the Audi gone? He was like going up the drive-through window with that cameraman for a second there. Damn. Man, that Supra's pretty
For
fast,
what
I will
it's
say
worth,
that.
He did well. It
Yeah, he
did well
did. The
to
Supra
get
did
this
pretty
far
good.
into it. So, yeah, I'm happy with that.
Marlon's got a big giant grin on his face. Look at him. Look at me. Good on you, Marlon. I'm proud of you, mate. You've done pretty good. I will say that. But yeah, then Saturday of GDR Festival is obviously drag racing in the afternoon. We have car unveils in the morning. We have drift rides, drift exhibition, an entertainment package down on the start line with the VIP area. With all catered food and everything, plus corporate boxes, and we've got international guests. I'm building a car for 2 YouTubers at the moment that I can't announce yet, but they will get announced very soon. And there's a couple. The unveil cars are going to be hectic. Obviously the best of the best shops. I mean, we've got them all here in Sydney. So you're going to see the usual. You're going to see Matux, you're going to see Precision Racing, you're going to see CID, B2R, Birong. You're going to see the guys from Jam and Motorsports Mechanical, and they're all bringing some serious cars. So we're going to see the Royal Rumble as per usual. We always know that's going to happen.
Solo
and it's also
run
good to
coming
get
up.
some imposters in here as well. We've got some twin turbo V10 stuff coming to party, both in the roll racing and the drag racing. Mr. Tamura's coming again. Mr.
2
Godfather
solo
GTR.
runs coming through now.
Oh, here we go. Then we have a buy run coming up very shortly, guys. Just to, I think we're nearly all the way down there, so not long to go. I think they're trying to do a couple of buys so we get a semi-final rather than a buy in the semi-final.
Yeah.
So you need 2 buys to make that happen rather than 1 buy in the semi. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if we have 2 buys, we get a full semi-final for anyone that doesn't sort of understand how that works.
Yeah.
But that's what we're doing. So, I'm looking forward to a big party. Herman's going to wear different shorts every 20 minutes.
Every 20
We're
minutes.
going to auction the old ones off as it happens.
You know, someone might actually buy them, eh?
So you are doing a
I'd
giveaway.
have
It'll
to
be-
have
Yeah, we're doing a
50
giveaway.
pairs of
Herman's shorts.
I'd have to have 50 pairs of shorts. People send them to me.
Bonus double entries for the next hour to win Herman's shorts.
I hear we're releasing some PRP shirts.
We have free
Every-
shorts with every lockout.
Why don't you do some PRP shorts?
We've
we
only
do
been
have
saying
some
that for 3
turbo
years.
shorts coming. Some cam gear shorts coming.
Oh, okay. No, I meant like the ones
He's
that
got the
you
biggest
wear.
cam.
Nice.
Again.
Are they being given away pre or post part?
You guys can keep talking. I'm bailing out of this conversation.
You guys are sick.
It doesn't mean anything coming from you, Herman. All right. We're just waiting for them to sort out what's going on in the pits. We'll be back very, very shortly. Herman, you got any news for us? When's the next? When are we send more video stuff from your trip to Florida?
Well, if you go on to see Mac Racing YouTube channel, you'll see the vlogs starting to come through. I think we've already released 3 of them, and there's probably another 10 to go. There was a lot of footage. Pretty
so
well
those
a vlog
10
a
show
day.
you and Anthony fighting. What videos show the racing?
Oh, no, that's all that happened. we just fought the whole time. No, we actually have racing. We have, you know what? It just goes to show you can have a good team, good parts, good car, the best of the best, and you can still have nothing but problems. It was like the car was just having its way with us every day until the last run, and then it would just show a glimmer of, we're there! And then the next morning you'd be like, no, we're not. And it would fight us all day again until the last run. It's like, that was good. I think next run we're going to be there. And
Sounds
then,
like Jet 200 at World Time Attack.
yeah, it was enough to keep us in the game, but it fought us the whole way and beat us up every day. 2 hours sleep a night, and finally we came out and did what we went there to achieve, but we didn't go and we didn't tick all the boxes. We didn't get records. We still got almost complete passes down, but there wasn't one whole pass that didn't have some type of problem. So it made for really good YouTube content, and it'll all come out in the vlogs, but you get to see it all. The meals, the fights, arguments, the Haltech versus Motec epicness. Shane T, good guy. The Puerto Ricans, machines. They worked their asses off. The boys from Matux, Caleb and Pete, Gabriel, they all kicked ass, and obviously everyone got in front of the camera. Everyone tried to give as much as they could, but it's just real. It was raw. So that's what I liked about it. There's no secrets in what we were trying to achieve, and it goes to show that money doesn't fix every problem, and you can throw as much money and effort and awesomeness at a situation, and you're not always going to get the right outcome and awesome viewing. So don't miss any of those episodes, that's for sure.
I just find it funny. You're in one side of the world, I'm in the other side of the world, and we're both trying to make things happen and doing it. So here we go.
Speaking of which,
let's make it happen. This must be semi-final then now, because there's 2 at the back, 2 in the stage. So it looks like A32, is it? Is it Bill's car up against Martin's?
So,
33,
yeah.
Mr. 33? All right, this should be a pretty good one. Let's get it together, boys. Come on, start together. Let's go. He went no green.
ooh,
He accelerated like, I don't know, 20 minutes before that light was going to go green. But if I was racing Marlon, I'd probably want to get a bit of a... make sure I'm going. So I think that one's definitely happening again.
Oh, no. It might not. Why has he stopped?
something happened. Something happened.
Almost completely stopped.
No, they've got to go back around.
No, he's crawling.
And I think we got Tony coming through now up against the RDR8. So it's a V10 one side of the semi-final and then RB on the other.
Not if that car just
Although if
can't make it
A32's
off.
got an issue.
Yeah. It's still driving. It's good.
Man, I've driven plenty of GDRs that I can drive but can't race. So we'll see what happens. Let's get them back around, see what's going on. It looks like we're going to have V10 on the other side of the semi-final. And I think that's going to work out perfect for RB versus V10 in the final. Look, as much as I'd love an all GTR final, I still like the idea of a twin turbo V10 versus RB final.
Yeah. Just
That's only because you love Lambos. Secretly.
Secretly. Look, if you had a choice between a Porsche GT3 RS and a Lamborghini Huracan twin turbo, what would you have?
Or a GTR.
No. Let's say GTRs didn't exist in some weird hell that's created.
Sorry, I don't understand. I don't understand.
I don't know. Brain no work good. You guys had no chance being in the commentary booth with 2 GTR fanatics. Just zero.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. Keeps it entertaining.
Yeah, what? Could you remember the date of the event that you sponsor, Herman, or what?
Isn't it the 22nd, 23rd or something like that of May?
Well, technically the test day is the 22nd. It's 23rd,
There you go.
24th.
Starts
Close
on the
enough,
22nd
Herman.
and we don't leave till 3 days later.
Actually, we get there on the 21st, and I don't know. We'll leave when we're done.
It'll be a good event. Always
You're
has been.
shouting the boat on Sunday too for our international guests, by the way.
Standard.
Yep. There's a lot of guests this year. Tukes from Street Alpha Podcast is coming.
Oh, good.
He's sorted. I got him all sorted. Camp Dogs from Up in Darwin are coming. They're the funniest dudes, by the way. Mechanical Stig's coming. Hiroshi Tamura's coming. James Wilden from New Zealand's coming. And I can't
heard,
announce
yeah.
the other guests yet because there are media things happening that make it a bigger impact to wait for those things. So yeah.
How did you get James Wilden to come over from New Zealand? What happened there?
I rang and said, "G'day, cuzzy bro." Actually, actually, the truth is, I was at last year's GTR Festival in New Zealand, and when he won roll racing and drag racing, I grabbed the microphone and said, "I'm going to bring him to Australia." That's it. Done.
Nice.
He didn't have a choice.
Whether he said yes or no, he's just
I
coming
don't care
to
if he wants to
Australia.
go. He's coming.
Yeah.
He actually went and built a whole new billet engine and put a Pro Mod on it just to come here and run a 7 as a manual.
He called me
You know
and
those manuals,
started
sequential
organising some
manuals? Those
parts.
ones.
Oh,
So
yep, those ones.
I
Everyone
think
has
he's
their class, it's okay.
prepared.
He's coming prepared. Yeah, he actually wants to.
By the sounds of our conversation we
He's-
had today.
Yeah,
he's getting ready.
He's coming. He's not here to sleep with spiders.
He's not here to fornicate with arachnids.
Another sticker. Another sticker coming.
2
And
10s.
the R8.
Oh, here we go. Twin turbo. There's 20 cylinders
2
about to go
10s.
down. Oh, a bit of slingshot nearly worked. No. Bit of mucking around there.
Sideways.
That sounds epic.
That sounds so good.
Yeah, nah, it's good.
Whoever thought 20 cylinders could sound so good at once?
Probably everyone.
Like, that's 5 Honda Civics.
With spoon engines?
And it's... or it's 4 GTRs on 5 cylinders.
Everyone's doing the math. Yeah, okay, that works.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Or it's
That's,
3 GTRs
Andrew
and
Hawkins'
a
advanced
3 GTRs
maths.
and a V-Rod.
Wow. This is getting ridiculous.
This is Western Sydney, so it's a possibility of 3
Wild
GTRs and a
West.
V-Rod going
How
together.
many smart cars is that?
All of them.
All of them
All of
on
the smart
Earth.
cars in Europe.
Yes, it will now be the final. It's going to be... What was my prediction over there, by the way? Evie, what was my prediction for the final? It was Tony's V10 Lambo and Marlon's R33.
Yeah.
I'm like the Amadeus of roll racing. Actually, really all I did is look at the 2 fastest cars on the time board and go, hey, that'll be the final. It's very advanced mathematics, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Herman, place your bets. Actually, you know what? You have to go for RB. You guys are both going for V10, aren't you?
No.
Of course the RB is going to win.
I'm RB against this.
Listen.
I'm not allowed to vote for either of them.
Lambo stuff too.
I'll get in trouble if I vote for either of them.
At this point, this is where
Yeah,
I'm
they've
staying
both cracked
jammed.
300. So here we go. Oh, no.
Okay.
We're having this run first.
What the hell?
What the hell? Oh, this could be
Come
a big
on.
upset.
Come
What's going to
on.
happen in the top end?
Oh.
Wow.
302.
You know what?
302
Good
doesn't
effort.
get it. But we still have an RB in the final.
Yeah, that's good.
I think we're getting a bit worried there that when Bill pulled off early, there could be a drama, but it looks like car's all good. Clearly.
Yeah.
That is the upset of the night, that one right there.
Oh, like, lucky him. It's pretty harsh to say it's an upset. At least he won.
He did, yeah, man. Oh, look, Bill's car's no slouch.
Yeah.
But when Marlon's car's been going 300 all night,
Is he taking it easy? Can he just up the boost a little more and be like, oh, let's get that?
mate, when you're on
20
like
k's an hour?
60 pounder boost, it's pretty hard to say,
Go
I'll
62.
I'll put it on high boost.
62.
I think he said when he was on medium boost, he was on 56 pound. Medium boost.
Yeah, okay, cool.
All right, just see what's going on with the R8 and the Lambo down there. We should be back
Yeah, well,
around soon.
they're just telling Tony, or give this next one a chance. Make it look good.
I don't think I've seen Tony's car go full speed yet, to be honest. So
Yeah.
I think we will in the final, though, won't we, Herman?
I think we will. While it's trying to keep up to that RB.
Oh, yeah, man.
Either way, I'm still going for RB
Good boy.
in that next one.
I'm going for the winner. I mean, the fastest car.
Yeah.
No, we've got a final. All right, so you might give them a moment. Obviously, our cars at this end of the power level don't exactly, do 10 runs back to back. So just give them a moment. We'll sort out to get this final underway very shortly.
Yeah.
If there's one person I feel sorry for in roll racing, it's the person that decides whether a run was valid or not. You should
He gets
always make
smashed
sure
by
that that man
everyone.
is anonymous and no one knows who it is.
Yeah.
It's a hard gig. It is. I know because I've done it.
Yeah. You got whole teams against you.
I've done it more than once. Look, the reality is this, right? The left lane, as long as they go in the speed window and do as they're told,
Yeah.
that's it. Like you, in a way, and obviously the right lane, all you're watching out for is the slingshot.
Yeah.
Because the slingshot is hanging right back and then trying to get up next to them when you get closer.
Yeah.
But if they're just mucking around hanging back, you can still have a green because that's just their fault for not staying close. But
Yeah.
it's only the slingshot you have to actually watch out. Go and ask Mark King about slingshots because he just did like the perfect one ever at the start of the night. Because the whole idea of a slingshot is hang back and then you boot it so that when you're next to them, the light
You're
goes
on-
green, but you're
you're-
already 30 k an hour faster
Yeah.
than them, and you're already like on boost. So
Yep.
So yeah.
Yep. This will be interesting. Tony versus A32.
Yeah, man. You know, do you see that video I posted ages ago? Well, not ages, like a couple of roll races ago. Bill had that big lose over the road. Remember on the grass?
Yep.
That can't happen here, obviously.
No.
But
There's
that
no
video
grass.
got a lot of views, probably not just because of the spin out, but the crowd
Yeah.
cheering when it
That
missed the
was
wall. Yeah.
This whole prep track idea is definitely safer.
Mate, it definitely is. And like being able to bring some of the rules from over there over to here to help make it kind of work, bring the best of both, I guess, is probably the best way to put it.
It's like a revision, Andrew.
Yeah, what do you know? A revision.
It's had some evolution.
Let's go revision 17.2.
All
All right, here we go.
Go the Nissan.
Come on, go.
Oh, that Lambo's falling away.
Ah,
303, baby. There you go.
look at that.
But
Another
Bill, mate, what an
300.
epic run in 832. He was there for a while, wasn't he? It's but the top end of that Lambo. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen.
We have a winner.
Yeah.
Wow, we have a winner, ladies and gentlemen. Tony from Precision Racing in the twin-turbo Lambo. It's got the record at Cootamundra. It's the quickest street car ever to go down there. Over 190 mile an hour there.
Now no one's got a chance to kind of take that anymore.
Yeah, I know, right?
Closed down.
Yeah, it is what it is. Retired leaderboard. Anthony Matuk still is the quickest car ever there with the 7.9 in King 32. So, yeah.
Just 1 second between the racing. We got a WRX blocking a trailer, JEH44D. If you could move your car, it's just blocking a trailer.
Maybe the Rex blew her gasket. I'm just joking. I like WRXs. I've had a few.
At least he's not far
Gearbox.
from a
And never
trailer.
broke. I broke a
Yeah,
gearbox in mine, but never broke a head gasket. So.
Just WRX things, eh?
That was the final. Oh, grudge racing. Is there a grudge, mate? Can we get someone on a radio to tell us something? Get the radio for Adam de Brett. Adam de Brett.
Yo. Commentator box. Come down.
Adam to Brett.
Where are you? Yes. We've got to do a lap. Okay. Down a second.
Yes, I just confirm with the commentary. Is there another race, or this is just a presentation?
I'm going to go and do an outro.
Say bye, Herman.
Bye, Herman.
Say bye, Herman.
Bye, Herm.
Bye, Herman.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together, please. That was a pretty epic night of racing. First KOTS event here. And you know what? Great job. I think, obviously, you know, and I know what it's like as event promoter to run a first time of an event.
Yeah.
And I think for a first time event here, it's been fantastic. And
Yeah.
I'm sure we've all learned a lot. We've all
Yeah.
seen what we want to see more of and less of. And let's get it right. GTR Festival is going to be a big one.
Yeah.
So KOTS racing with this championship on the Friday with fireworks and drifters versus burnouts at the end. Drag racing Saturday, guests, show and shine, drifting, drift rides, drift demos, unveils, elite show and shine, VIPs.
How do you
crazy
remember
work.
it all?
I don't. I'm just rattling stuff
You're
off.
just making stuff up. You're gonna have
No,
to commit to some of
It's
this
all
stuff.
real. It's all happening. Like, I want to fight a jet flyover. I'm going to try and make that happen.
That'd be kind of cool. You got some hookups. You could probably make that happen.
Oh, I know people that know people that know people.
Yeah. Well,
But
that's
are we
good.
going to get a live stream of the tattoo going?
Hopefully I get it. Hopefully I'll get in the live stream. Okay, you know what? I don't really usually do live streams. I kind of prefer post-event edited stuff.
Yeah, it's much
and bums
easier.
on seats. However, if I get a tattoo, I will live stream it.
Very good.
Okay. And that is on your back of Anthony Matuk's
Oh no,
face.
that won't happen. That's 50,000
Oh, yeah, that
people.
was 50,000.
Yeah.
So what is it, Herman on your chest or something?
No. So if in America it was if I got 10,000 people, I had to get my own GTR on my butt. If I got 20, I had to get Herman. So, but now somehow that has evolved from America to here. So if we get 20,000, I've got to get Herman's GTR tattooed on my butt.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Full commit.
I really hope that happens because that's a good size event. And I can
even
pay
without
for the
numbers, they'll
surgery to
probably just
remove
do
it
it.
afterwards.
True.
Have we got a grudgy going on or something? Or we got trophy presentation? What's happening? We're waiting, ladies and gentlemen. We may have a couple of grudge runs still to go. I think have we got a bit of time left? What have we got? It's 10:04. I don't care if the crowd leaves. I'm
Send
going to
it.
stay
Let's
and
go
watch.
again.
I'll watch a grudge race at 10:31. I don't care.
Let's do it.
Go get your Supra.
No, my Supra does not have a chance here. I do not have the funds to compete at this level.